Alright, back for round 4 with Kinnan Stompy. On the play again. 4 for 4 on die rolls, 0 for 3 on match wins. Alright, this hand has a turn 1 Emery and doesn't have Force Will backup because we're going to cast the only blue card. I'm keeping this though. My opponent's name is Seaman James. I hope that means they work on a boat. Alright, they're on 5. So either they are mulliganing to a busted combo start, or we might actually make it happen. I guess I don't even need to fetch, do I? Just bauble, amber, opal, emery. And then I can use my bauble with my fetch land as a fake scry one. If they force this though, my hand gets real bad real fast. Alright, it's in. We milled a Kinnan and an Urza. And no artifacts. But we have the bauble, so Emery is already doing her job. A polluted delta. Are we dead? Oh no, basic swamp. Here comes a dark ritual. Thoughtseize. I can live with a Thoughtseize. For now. Now they go Lotus Petal Dark Ritual dead. Alright, so I'm going to bauble myself. I'm looking for action. Wooded Foothills is not action. Let's just find like Urza or something. Oko, we take those. Alright, so they saw the Misty Rainforest off my Thoughtseize, so I'll play that. That also gives me another shuffle. Like another like peak shuffle with the bauble. Green, blue, blue, Oko. I could have gotten more aggressive. Like, if I think that they are a combo deck, there might have been some reason to fetch first, turn the amber into an elk, and start bashing. I'm just going to play like they're Pox and hope for the best. I'm not sure if Pox can beat this start, so I have to hope that that's actually what they're up to. Misty Rainforest. I don't need another one of those. Alright, found one anyway. Bauble, bauble, Misty. Now it's time to put some damage on this board. Alright, if they fetch end step, alright, they didn't. If they fetched, I would have baubled, but there's no reason to bauble them when they have a fetch land up, because they can just fetch and hide that information. Like there's also an argument to like bauble on my turn, so I can draw 2 and maybe hit Force Blue card. But that's so low in an 80 card deck. Alright, I'm going to look at what they're up to. Faithless Looting. Okay, so they're a Reanimator strategy. And Mishra's Bauble. I don't need another one of those. Alright, so they're like Reanimator or maybe like a Phoenix deck. Alright, we've certainly drawn enough of this kind of stuff. Bauble, Petal, Delta. I'm gonna put Mox Amber into the red zone now. Unfortunately, even though this is an elk, it's still a legendary permanent named Mox Amber, so I can't play the second one. It keeps those properties. Alright, so they appear to be Reanimator or Phoenix of some kind. Veil is good against discard spells, and we probably want these. Don't think I want Plague Engineers. Alright, Winter Orb again, bad, where Chalice of the Void would be excellent. Redundant Amber. I have not liked Chrome Mox in this deck. Like, the number of artifacts and lands in this 80 card deck, just, there's basically been no point in any of our games yet where I actually want to pitch a like colored card from my hand to get mana with Chrome Mox. But then again, we also haven't played against any fair decks where like Winter Orb plus Chrome Mox is a busted combo. If they are a combo deck, again, Kinnan can take a break. I guess if they are... But Faithless Looting, like Storm decks don't play Faithless Looting. Alright, I'm gonna wait until they show me and empty the Warrens before I bring in Plague Engineers. I could also bring in all four and hope to draw two and name Phoenix and just brick the Phoenixes. But I'm not sure they're a Phoenix deck yet either. There's no Graveyard Disruption in this deck. No Tormod Script. Yeah, this sideboard has a lot of problems. This hand... so, here's the thing. The double bauble could be anything, even a boat. The Chrome Mox is already a mulligan because I only have one color card. So, like, if I get a second turn, like Astrolabe, Bauble, Bauble, I'm going to have 4 different cards in my hand than I'm seeing right now. I'm going to keep this, though it might be crazy. Like, if they're just like Reanimator and have a turn 1 Grizzlebrand, I lose. And that is what it is. But on the draw with this many redraws, I'm willing to roll the dice. We're already 0-3 in this league, so we're kind of living on borrowed time. We're playing for the pity half your money back. Oh, they mulled a 3. The sad thing is we could easily still lose this game. Like if their 3 is just Swamp, Entomb, Reanimate, we're gonna lose. Or they might just mulligan to 0 and we take our wins how we get them. It looks like they're thinking really hard. Alright, they've kept their 3. Oh no, there's a land. Alright, looking for Force of Will. Astrolabe, go. First redraw. And I have to pop all my baubles on my turn. Because... Alright, I guess I could pitch Uro, get a second redraw. Does that make any sense? I think I like that, actually. So, Chrome Mox, pitch Uro, filter this into Snow Mana. Yeah, so with them on 3 cards, I just want to find one of my forces, just like desperately. Let's look at, alright, so they have Exhume on top, and we have, I think it's that Gilded Goose on top. Alright, so the Goose isn't going to help us. Veil of Summer also probably not going to help us, but it is a redraw towards a counterspell if they cast Exhume. So we know Exhume is a card in their hand. Oh no. Wow, that Entomb was on top of the deck. They didn't know that was there. Wow, we're so fucked. That sucks. And I guess I have to draw Oko like immediately to answer this Grizzlebrand. Oko off the top. Kinnan is not Oko. Alright, so what can I actually do here? I can cast Kinnan. And then I have 3 mana. So I could cast Goose. Or I could hold up Veil of Summer. Like, what do I think is actually going to be better? I think holding up Veil of Summer is better. Because my out here is to turn Grizzlebrand into an elk. And if they like draw a bunch of cards and then like, unmask me, I can at least get a little bit of value, get a redraw off of that. Though it is extremely unlikely they don't just put several more creatures into play right now. There's the unmask. Oh, right on time. You dick. Didn't I also board out an Oko? No, I didn't. Okay. Oko is still in the mix. Gilded Goose can chump Grizzlebrand for a turn. Remember that time that they just had turn 2 Grizzlebrand on a mull to 3? Involving a card on top of their deck. And I look, it doesn't reveal, so it's not like they saw the Exhume off Bobble. I knew it was there, they didn't. I was actually excited about it, because I was like, oh, okay, that cost 2. There's no way. Dark Ritual, Entomb. This is really bad. Just saying. This Force of Will has given me life, but it's fake life. Dream Trawler, wow. That's a spicy dog. Animate Dead. That's funny, because Dreamcrawler can get hexproof, but Animate Dead can't. So it's just like susceptible to removal. Not that my deck plays any removal, though, as we've discovered. Alright, so 9 cards in hand. They can draw 7 more. There's a good chance this Dreamcrawler is still going to be in play when the turn passes. Reanimate. They're at 6. This thing has lifelink, so does this. Yeah, we're super dead. Alright, yep. Let's look, because I am curious. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana available. I could Urza and put Yorion in my hand, and then just die to these flyers. Yeah, alright. I just don't have a way out of this. I could live another turn, but I don't see why I would bother. Okay, so we lost to the mull to 3. Good start. I think I have everything in my hand or in the deck that I could reasonably be expected to. It's just gonna have to hold. Just another busted combo deck. Welcome to Magic Online. Alright, so what I want to see is just a hand with like Force of Will and Veil of Summer. LOL, nailed it. Alright, so we nailed that pretty perfectly. There's no fast mana here, there's one Lotus Petal, but not a lot of fast mana, but I don't actually care about that. Like, this is exactly what I wanted to see. It has interaction with their spells, and I can stop their discard spell from happening, and they mull to 4 again. So if we lose this one, it'll be because I can't produce a threat quickly enough. Like, I have the Veil plus Force to stay alive, but if this Urza never comes into play, then that's a different kind of problem. Alright, so they kept 4. Vista, Bauble. I'm gonna Bauble myself again. Because I don't really care what they have. Arkham's Astrolabe. That card is not really what I'm looking for. I want things that actually produce mana. Fetching the forest on my own turn is kind of a giveaway, though, that I have Veil of Summer. Luckily, the great thing about Veil of Summer is that you can't play around it. Even if you suspect that they have it, it's like, this card is just such bullshit. It doesn't even matter what you do. Alright, second Urza. So I can hardcast Force of Negation and pitch Force of Will this turn, if I need to. That'll set me back really far. Like I said, if we lose this game, it'll be because I can't get a threat into play. Alright, Mox Amber. Someday that will represent mana. I'm not sure if I should be playing these out. Like, if I just get blown out by, like, Engineered Explosives or something, that would be unexciting. But now because now I have Force, blue card, and Veil, so I can fight through 3 things. Alright, now I'm jamming Urza. Am I jamming Urza? Yeah, I guess I just have to. I don't have Veil of Summer anymore, but they'd have to have 2 discard spells because I have 2 forces and a blue card. Alright, and a clock. Oh no. Am I getting red blasted? Oh yeah, okay. That's 1 card out of their hand, though. That's fine. Like, they mulled to 4. Like, anything that they do that doesn't put Grizzlebrand into play is fine with me. It's like, as the game goes long, that's better for me. But now I can just hardcast Force of Negation. That's pretty sweet. I do want to do this aggressively because I want cards in my hand on my turn. Or on their turn. Unmask on top. Let's see if they shuffle it away or if they actually want it. I would love for them to cast Unmask, honestly. Get some value out of this Veil, especially if they pitch a card to do it. But they are close to just like 4 mana Unmask. I'm kind of hoping that they like have been sitting on the combo, but then they're targeting me. Okay, that's good. Blowout. The old ancestral recall. Alright, so I can... I don't think there's a tropical island left. Yeah, just basics. Alright, so I can cast Urza and Emery and hold up Force. I think that's pretty good. Alright, so Urza resolved. That's good news. That means we get Emery also. Okay, they broke my construct. I don't actually care about that. It lowers the clock, but it's a card out of their hand. And right now, with the forces in my hand, they need to string several things together. Like, they don't have a creature in the graveyard. I have a force, and they need disruptive element, enabler, and payoff. And they only have 3 cards. Okay, so this can be tricky. I think that this is what I should fight over. They have more reanimation spells than they have enablers. If they have like Pyroblast Reanimate exactly in their hand, I would still lose there. I'm glad they didn't. I really wish this deck had a Tormod's Crypt in it that I could just like set up with Emery and never lose. Bobble, come back. You can blame it all on me. Alright, I guess I don't actually need activators. I can just tap mana. Re-Emery, sure. I have to watch out for them reanimating my Urza, though. Like, that is a thing. But I'd really like to hit an Uro and get, like, a real threat into play. So now I actually want to bobble on their turn. Because I can't draw a counterspell I could cast anyway. And I don't want whatever I draw to get discarded. Right, so they have 2 cards in hand. Alright, we've got a counterspell. And Oko. Nice. Alright, we might be starting to string this together. Pretty sure I just want this Lotus Bubble to be an Alcan beat down. I can't afford to put Yorion in my hand right now. And now, since I'm holding up mana and have a second card in my hand, I want to bobble now. Alright, so they're drawing Animate Dead. Makes me feel good for countering the enabler in the Entomb. So all it took to have a competitive match against one of these busted combo decks was they mulled a 3 and 4. So we've learned that about our deck. Animate Dead targeting my Emery. That's really smart. So Dark Ritual can counter this Rebuke. Which kind of sucks. Maybe I should have just let them have Emery. But that play, like taking Emery instead of Urza, tells me that they have other reanimation spells in their hand. They wanted Emery to mill other stuff. Oh shit, they had a Grizzlebrand. Let's hope the last card in their hand. I guess I have Oko, so even that isn't the worst. Alright, so Bobble. Never not bobbling. Reanimate is their top card. That's okay, because they're not going to have many life points left. Definitely getting in with Amber. They can cast Chrome Mox out of their graveyard. I'm not sure what that does for them, though. Alright, so Reanimate is off the table. Honk. So there's only one other artifact in play. I don't think I need to put Yorion into my hand, because if I draw Force of Negation, I want to be able to cast it. Or Rebuke. Alright, so Reanimate's in their hand. They can reanimate Urza and be at 1 life. They can't get Grizzlebrand. They can cast Chrome Mox. That's so funny. That was a sweet play. So the one card in their hand, like I'm trying to figure out what it could be to save them. Like even if even if their hand is exactly Reanimate Red Blast, okay, it was not enough. Yeah, so I can't think of a card that would save them there. Nice. Alright, we got one. We're on the board against the opponent who mulliganed to 3 and 4 in our last 2 games.